is God's own television, TV station that changes sinners, TV station for the oppressed, TV station for the hopeless. Starcross TV, inspiring station. Watch Starcross TV, enlightening station. Watch Starcross TV, empowering station. God's own station, station uniting the world. There is this one television that is so entertaining. It is so inspiring and so educative. It is God's own television, TV station that changes sinners, TV station for the oppressed, TV station for the hopeless. Starcross TV, inspiring station. Watch Starcross TV, enlightening station.
Hello and good morning to you, beloved viewer. You're watching Starcross TV, and on your screen is the Morning Star Breakfast Show, where we bring to you fun and beautiful segments, but yet educative. Yesterday was full with so much argument, fun, and educative points that was raised by some of the resource persons we had here on set. And as hot as yesterday was, we could not even finish everything because this table was shaking and shaking and shaking and shaking. As you already know, I will not be doing this alone. I have with me some beautiful, beautiful sisters. On my far right here, I have Sister Queen. Sister Queen Solomon.
Yeah.
Sister Queen, how are you doing today?
I'm doing very well. Good morning.
Thank you.
How
You're
are
welcome.
you doing?
Oh, we thank the Father. I'm stunning. Sister Peace. Besides Sister Queen, we have Sister Peace Aaron. Sister Peace Aaron, you're welcome. How are you doing today?
Thank you. Good morning. How was your night?
We thank the Father. My night was short, as always. Our one and only, you already know her. Yeah, she has featured more times than some of these resource persons. The unique Tabot. Unique Stella Tabot. Sister Stella, what's going on today?
Okay, good morning, Brother Oku. Good morning, Sister Queen Solomon.
Good morning.
And good morning, Sister Peace Aaron. And then to our amiable viewers, good morning to you. A happy, blissful Tuesday morning. And I miss all of us here on set because it's been like...
We miss you more. We miss you more. Okay, so we would love to move straight into the business of the day. There's so much packed full for you today. So, don't touch the dial, right? Don't touch the dial. And I've always wanted to say that. I always wanted to say that. All right. So before we proceed, I would love to before we proceed to some of those places we stopped yesterday and what we have in stock for you today. I love our daily routine. I love Sister Stella to hit us with today's motivational quote. She's always coming up. Okay, let me gist you guys. Let me gist you guys. In all our settings, in all our sections, Sister Stella is always coming up on the fly with a very powerful motivational quote. In fact, you'll be thrilled. Don't worry, don't worry. Seriously, with very powerful motivational quotes.
Interesting. I cannot wait to hear those motivational quotes.
Don't worry. Sister Stella, please hit us.
Okay, before I won't forget, I also miss Sister JD on set. You understand? Sister Joy, we miss you here on set. Okay, thank you, Brother Oku, for giving me that ample opportunity once again to hit my quote as usual. Like, we started this year I started by saying my quotes are going to be centered on the everlasting gospel center, like on the everlasting gospel per se. Yes,
Because you are Miss
You're
Everlasting.
now the face of
you can say
everlasting
that
gospel.
again.
Ah.
So I'm not going to be using a random quotes just like I've been using last year, but I can as well link it up to
The everlasting
everlasting gospel. and
As
then-
Miss Everlasting Gospel.
As Miss Everlasting Gospel.
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to center my quote on the theme, one of the theme in everlasting gospel that talks about good parenting.
Okay.
Yes, it is actually centered or drawn from the everlasting gospel of our Holy Father, volume 1, reading at verse 18. Sorry, reading at verse 8, volume 1, reading at verse 8. Then we read down to verse number 9, which talks about parent cruelty to children. When I talk about good parenting, you already know what that means. It centers on how you groom your children, how you groom your child, even if the person is just your word, like you're not really the biological father or mother of that child. You're just grooming the child. The child is just under your custody, under your care. It talks about how you groom that child to become what you actually want the person to be in life, in future. So the verse 9 talks about parent cruelty to children. How do you want this child to be? What actually gave me this inspiration to talk about this topic was, I don't know how to say it because I'm already picturing how everything went. Like there's this child in my compound, a very small child that doesn't even know her right from her left. The way they bully this child, every small thing this child does, as in she receives a very hard knock. Like, you understand what that means? Like whenever I sit to reason this out, I'm always like, what is the meaning of this? You, this adult, do you even know your right from your left, let alone like bullying this child in this way? So like all these kind of things. Not, I didn't actually say you cannot beat a child, but there's a way you can beat a child to correct that child's wrong, you understand? And not just every small thing you beat, every small thing you knock, every small... I was like, Jesus Christ. I think when you move down to verse 13 of that same volume 1, chapter 8, it says, children need to be studied and cared for. That the minds of children are like blank slates, like tabula rasa. That's what the empiricist says. Yes, the empiricist says there are tabula rasas. Empiricists like John Locke, David Hume, George Berkeley, and all of that. It says the minds of children are like blank slates. Like when you born a child into the world, the child does not know anything at all.
Yes.
So then why start bullying the child at that age when the person has nothing to say? Okay, now let me just link it up to the words of APJ Abdul Kalam when he says we should which says Abdul Kalam says we should sacrifice our today so that our children can have a better tomorrow. Beloved and amiable parents of ours, if you want your child to be that president you admire, if you want your child to be that doctor, that barrister, that engineer, that nurse, that whatever you admire, please start with yourself first, because you are the very first example the child will draw inspiration from. You cannot be a wayward parent and then you expect your child to be a professor, an engineer. The child will definitely copy your footsteps. So that's why I'm trying to say good parenting is actually something we should hold at a very high esteem. We should not really underestimate it. Like, it does not really matter. It does not really care. Any child that wants to go wayward, what's my business? Any child that wants to be this, what's my business? It will actually be your business. When tomorrow you be comparing your child to, look at that woman's child. How many hair does he have? Look at that one. Look at your mate. How many hair does she have? Not knowing that you yourself as a father or as a mother did not actually lay a firm and a better foundation for that child. So good parenting is actually something we should hold at a very high esteem.
I told you. She's always coming up with astonishing motivational quotes. But I always ask you questions, right? But I will not be attacking you. I will allow them to chip in. But I've heard the quotes. It's very motivational and it's also very educative. But as Miss EGC, what does the Everlasting Gospel say about this particular topic?
Okay, if you want to really know more about this particular theme, I'll advise and encourage you to get a copy of for yourself. Even if you're not able, or you're not buoyant enough to get the hard copy, you can as well get the soft copy. Yes, it's an app. Yes, just go to your Play Store, you search for Everlasting Gospel app, you get it at your fingertip, and then boom, you're there. You read the volume 1, chapter 8 down, like You
Okay.
get everything at your fingertip that talks about good parenting. You're good to go.
That's why I was asking.
Okay.
Does our Holy Father say we should not touch children?
The same thing I said. When I was talking, I said it. I'm not debunking the fact that you shouldn't beat your child.
Yeah.
But there is a way and manner you beat your child. They say
I mean,
you beat your child.
what you are saying is coming from the everlasting gospel.
No, not like from my own human perspective.
Okay.
Yes, from my own human perspective, even if you want to beat a child, it should not be in a kind of a bullying form.
Yeah.
That you beat the child mercilessly. You know when you beat a child mercilessly and the child will be panting for breath.
Yeah.
That is not the way you beat a child for the child to be corrected. There's a way you beat a child.
And
The
you
child
can't even
will-
correct a child like that.
Thank you very much.
Yes,
There's a way
it's
you
not
beat
all
a
about
child.
using the cane to
To correct a child.
correct a child, because there's a way you will beat this child and this child will get used to the cane.
Yeah.
After all, the child will be like,
After
my
all,
mom
you just
just
beat him,
flogged me.
sir.
My
Yeah,
dad
you
just
just
flogged
flog him
me.
and
It's
get.
not really right, and it's not even advisable to flog a child.
If you beat the
I'm
child that
not
much,
saying
you may be
like,
turning a
I'm
criminal.
not saying you should
Thank
not
you.
flog a child, but it's not really that advisable.
It shouldn't be
Some
on
of
a
us
daily
like when
basis.
we want to like beat our child, like we beat our child without mercy, without thinking about. I say, oh, this is my child. You just beat the child. Gup, gup, gup. It's not yes. It's not like
Yeah, she's not actually far from the truth.
It's
Yeah,
not
true.
really
She's not far from the
nice.
truth.
It's not good.
I've-
And
but
there's
I've seen-
It's not
punishment.
far.
Yes.
Do you
It's
mean
okay.
she's not too close to the truth?
whatever that means. Because I've seen a situation where a mother actually bounced on a child, on her on her son. Like she jumped on the child, like on top of the child, like the boy. She was just like, my goodness God.
Maybe
what
she's
is
trying
that?
to teach the child how to
Biology
gym.
mother.
Yes.
She's
How?
trying
What
to teach
exactly?
the child how to gym.
No, it was no.
So,
Like
Sister Queen, you've not said
So,
anything. What
yeah.
do you have to say about this?
Concerning parenting, good parenting, leaving the fact that some parents, mostly the fathers, that should concentrate on the men. You know,
Yes.
some women have these soft spots for their children, and that's why some fathers would be like, you are the one spoiling this child. Some men could just come back from work and just hit a child anyhow. I feel like we should, as parents should be able to manage stress. And also, very important, the way parents talk to their children matters a whole lot. I believe you correct a child by speaking to the child in a very, very calm way, not shouting at child. There
Like
are
some
children that are
people
very
without
stubborn.
control.
You will shout at them, and within them they will feel like, if you talk to me like this, I'll answer you. But now there's how you can call a child, no matter what that child does. Just call the person and be like, okay, this is what you did to you. Is it fine? That child at least will think for a while and know it's not okay. Even if the child may feel big to say sorry at that moment, but the child will definitely take correction. So this whole beating things, I'm not even support. I'm not in support of it. No matter what a child does.
Yeah.
So how
Just-
do you think we should solve a child problem? Like, if a child is being stubborn unnecessarily, what do you think we should do?
Okay, I know change is constant, but it takes time. It's a gradual
So we
process.
should call the child, talk to the child calmly.
Yes, be very
I
calm.
I don't know.
Do you know it's very
Because
bad
they're
to
mad.
Excuse me, okay, that is where the Nigerian parenting idea actually
Comes
comes
in.
from. Because the way
No,
it's
no.
like,
See, I actually don't support bullying.
okay,
Okay.
Personally, I don't even like touching people. Like, I don't like beating people. I feel it's a violation of human rights because
Yes.
as you are hitting that child, if you were being hit like that, you would not like it. So, is it because the person they think is small, like the child is small? So it's almost as if just because the child is small, that's why you're hitting the child. Because if you were the one that was to be hitting like that, you would not be happy with it. So personally, I just feel it's a violation of human rights because what a human being doesn't like what you don't like
people to do to you.
don't do it to people.
Okay.
To
Yeah.
people. So you will not be happy for that to be done to you. So on that, I think is wrong. But I also think that children don't listen just by, hey, boy, calm down.
That's no.
No, it's
No, no, no,
Yeah.
let me finish. Chill. You know, what you do you like what you did? Say, I think I like it.
No, there is no child. Funny
No,
enough,
like,
funny
there's
enough,
a
there is no
language.
child that would say
I think
that.
I like it.
See, do you know that when
I
you
would say it.
That's you. You are not a
say
child.
that's
When I was a child, I would say it. Like,
Fine. That was years ago, right?
and like so many other children who say it. Like, children are a lot smarter than we were before.
Fine,
now.
even if they say so, just sit them down and tell them if you like it because you're a child. You're still a child, and I tell you this is not the right thing to do.
Then tomorrow the person does it again and over because mommy, you said I'm just a child. You know I'm just a child, mommy.
Okay, now I know the angle
Bro,
who
which
is coming
perspective
from. I know
are
the
you
angle
saying?
is actually coming from. I know that give or take, you still have to lash the child.
Okay.
It may not be beaten.
Yeah.
That's
You still
what I'm
have to
trying.
punish the child, give or
Yes.
take, but it shouldn't be too massive.
Yeah.
It shouldn't be
Yes.
on a regular. It shouldn't be like every small mistake from this child you lash the
hit.
child. Every small mistake you bully the child. Every small mistake you knock. And as in the
Yeah.
knocking aspect is always annoying.
It's very
It's true.
funny,
I'm very
Steph.
good. Like the child begin to like get horns on top
Yeah,
of
and
his head.
it's like it's all shades of wrong. To be
Yeah.
very
It's
honest.
very wrong.
It's all shades of wrong. I know it's like a natural tradition. There's a tradition in Africa that you can just be eating. I remember when I was like, as you are talking, like let's say you're my child and you just say something, wow. It's always like that.
And
Like
it's always
most-
the backhand.
yeah, always backhand, knock
Backhand.
you, do this. Like sometimes I remember my dad. There's one my dad used to do that I used to hate so much. Maybe in public or something. My mom would send me to him, and maybe he's chairing a meeting or something. He's doing. So I'll just be like, dad, and like everything in me would just be devastated.
Yeah.
And it's a very bad experience.
Yeah,
But
it'd be very
I
sad.
also think this one thing that some of the some countries in the Western world get right at most points because there are so many ways to solve a problem, and but I feel most times we Africans we like choosing the easy route. Like the easy route is by beating the person. Hitting
Yes.
anybody can do that. Like it's not special to hit somebody. So, but there are so many other innovative ways that we can correct a child, we can punish a child, and that's why in the Western world you see children are being grounded.
Yes.
Toys are being taken away from them. Sometimes, okay, some of those things you like, if you were eating chicken or flying chunks, you will not eat that anymore. You'll be eating, if you're eating ice cream and all of that,
Okay.
you will not have that anymore. You'll be
Okay.
having a...
Okay, that means our luxuries will just
yeah, your
be,
luxury will be
collected,
withdrawn.
you don't-
Say, okay, now drink Gary.
That's your punishment.
That's your punishment.
Okay.
And the person will know that, oh, this thing I did
I
wrong.
did.
So next time, if the person wants to, or if the child wants to misbehave, remember,
If I do
I'll be
this,
grounded. I'll be
yes.
grounded. You are grounded for 2 weeks. Like no play, no
going
games,
out.
no TV, nothing. You're just in your room reading. And when the person reads for 2 weeks, the next time, if you asked he or she not to touch this cup, and when on touching the cup, remember. That life is boring. Let me live it. And you've solved that problem without hitting the child. So I feel we always take the easy route. And if you are a parent listening to us, please listen to the EGC, the Miss EGC. It's wrong to hit a child. It's
Yes,
all
very
shades of
wrong.
wrong.
Because outside the country, you can't try this.
You can't. Like it's
It
like
is only here in Nigeria that they will squeeze you under their armpit. Like it's
Sure,
like it's
sure.
very very annoying. Like just put yourself inside that child's
You know-
shoes
you know-
if you were the
you know
one,
when
how would
I
you feel?
when I learned this particular lesson, like this hitting lesson, I always feel like I used to hit my junior brothers
Okay.
because I was always being hit by my parents.
Oh.
So, and I used to feel like it was right. When you have done something wrong, you're supposed to be treated almost immediately. So, but one day, my mom mistakenly broke a plate, a
Oh.
breakable plate
And
like
look,
this,
there was nobody to beat her.
and I was angry. I was angry because every time we break anything,
You collect
it's not
punishment.
always easy. Even if nobody was around when you broke that stuff, when they come back
And
Look
act.
for that
and
stuff.
look for that and it was broken, everybody might, if they cannot get the actual
Exact
person,
Everybody
everybody
gets
will
the punishment.
suffer it. So, but that day, it was my mom. After she broke this thing, I was like, she was looking for who, and now she has this, oh, mommy, sorry if you are listening. She has this way of always blaming you for something she did wrong.
Okay.
Like, for instance, if she wanted to turn water to a pot or something, and she was like, bring that water, and maybe you delayed a little, then she get the water and she turned and the water, I don't know, or she was trying to get the water from, and the water poured from her hand, or she will blame you for slowing down. I don't know why are you blaming me? She'll blame me for slowing down and all of that. So most times if she breaks something like that and you made her angry before she broke, like you did something before she broke that, she'll be like, that is because of you, like it's because you are so annoying, that's why that happened.
Yes, there are some parents that are actually like that.
Most parents, especially in Africa, especially,
Very, very well. Yeah, so, because it can't happen outside the country.
And there was no one to punish her. There was no one to
because she's an adult.
And so that was when I noticed. So that means this thing bone can, like, it's when they senior you. That's when they bully you.
Okay.
So, because we are small. I was even feeling we should touch this woman. But because she's way bigger than us, so we can't. And because you are way bigger than the kids, that's why you are beating them. If they're up to 30, you would not touch them. Okay. Yes, they would literally kill you.
And like 37 is even too big, like
18, 20, they are above your wings. So
yes.
That was a very beautiful one today, Sister Stella. You can see how warm and fuzzy the environment is. That's what she brings to the table. Okay, so we'll move straight to the point. We'll move straight to the business of the day. Yesterday we had significance of the BCS doctrine. Okay. We had discussed knocking of heads,
wearing of white, prayer and fasting,
feast, and so many other things. But we did not touch. We discussed feast.
Yes, because you love feast, actually. That was what we discussed.
And that's why we discussed it, actually, because I love feast. So, but today we will just be rounding up with that before we move straight. So just stay tuned. We'll be rounding up with that before we move straight to the business of the day. But what we will do now is we're going to take a little break. And when we come back, we will go straight into the business of the day. So stay tuned and remain blessed. We'll be right back.
2014. The Christ Universal Children Fellowship of Brotherhood of the Cross and Star invites the entire universe to a 46th anniversary celebration with the theme Celebrating His Holiness, Olumba Olumba Obu.
His Holiness Olumba Olumba Obu, now and forevermore. We are the children from the Holy Mother Elizabeth Redeemed Home. We are here to present a drama titled The Divine Grace. Sit calm and enjoy yourself. Thank you.
Last night. Okay, you need to just trust me. Please hold on, so that the door we can see the person.
Ah, my friend, I see a piece of...
Be a piece of the fact. My servant, please come in.
Thank you. How are your Sabbaths?
They're okay and they've gone to school. That you're coming to my house today. Any problem?
Yes, my sister. It's not easy. Ever since I lost my husband, I've not been able to pay my daughter's exam fee. Please, can you lend me just 5,000 naira? Please, let me pay her exam fee, please.
My friend, you will not understand. For the past 5 months, I have not been paid my salary. And the only money left is 1,000 naira I gave out to my friend. Please, do care for water.
Ah, don't worry. Thank you very much.
The only thing I know is to come and beg, oh. Just to come and beg, never work hard. Next time I come to my house again, I'll pour you off and you know yourself. Let me go see my friend. Okay. Mike, I'll meet you by Main Avenue. Yeah, coming. Correct.
Ah, Sabbath and that peace,
Oh, BM, peace at the father. Man, this way you are wearing white. Where are you going to?
Ah, I came to the Bethel to meet you, but thank God I've seen you. Please, I want the fellowship to just help me 5,000 naira. Please, let me just pay my daughter exam fee. Please, Father will bless you. I'm begging you. Please.
Man, since I came back from UK, I've spent all my money on this anniversary. I don't have money in the purse. If I have my own personal money, I would have assist with you. I don't have money.
Okay, don't worry. Father will disgrace my enemy. Don't worry. I'll search for another place. Oh, I'm thirsty. Where will I see water and drink? Buy your pure water. Cold pure water, 20 naira. Oh, buy your pure water. How much is your pure water? 20 naira. Please give me one. Thank you. Thank you.
Peace redemption, don't know you.
How are you? This one you are looking good.
Thank you.
Where have you been?
My dear, me and my daughter traveled to South Africa. We came back last week.
Wow, no wonder you are looking different.
Thank you. Why is same pure water as first?
My brother, it's a long story. Ever since I lost my dad, my mom have not been able to pay my exam fees.
My dear, I'm sorry. No, we come to school tomorrow. Your name will be among those that have paid their school fees.
Are you sure?
Yes, sure. I'll tell my dad.
Thank you.
Okay, bye. Later. this late. Let me go home.
Okay.
Mommy, our sweet mommy. Mommy, alone. Mommy, I just want to ask you for this little thing.
What is the little thing?
Mommy, I just want to 20K. So
What do you want to use the money and do?
Mommy can bribe all those invigilators.
Oh, you want to use and bribe all those invigilators?
Yes, mommy.
My daughter, you too like money.
Mommy, thank you.
As I'm giving you this money, better pass your exam. Oh.
Mommy,
Don't
trust me
pass your exam. You will see me in this house. Nonsense. Mama, they hail you. Hey, come back here. You know that you're dressed like this and you don't ask me for anything. What is the matter?
Forget about that. I've carried 50K from your purse. I'm going to school.
Wonder shall never end. You will never give me this house. As I carry them on, better pass your exam. Oh. Don't pass your exam. You're your sister. You will see me. You will see me when you come back down. Don't pass.
What did that girl come and buy it in this shop? I don't forget. Anytime they write, like, make that woman come, they shout for this place. I know they hear. Make I go toilet. I bet I want shit. Oh! Where is that stupid girl? She have left this shop again. She knows that someone can come here and steal my money. In fact, let me see what she have.
Hey.
Why is this sales like this? It means that this guy has been stealing my money. It's supposed to be 1 million here, 2 million. Man, see only 500,000 naira here. Adora!
Madam, I didn't tell you. I better not disturb me. Please, oh, no disturb me. I didn't tell you.
Adora!
I said, madam, don't disturb me. I get shit. I didn't tell you. Don't disturb me, please.
How am I seeing my account? Madam Stainless! Madam Tinty! Beautiful. Come inside. This is why you came to my house today. I hope all is well.
All is not well, oh. What's wrong?
What can I offer you?
Refreshment.
Okay. Adora! Adora! Where were you?
In the toilet.
They don't break this at school. Like, come and get drinks for my friend.
Which type of drink?
Smooth.
I don't know where to be smooth. That one, you go buy it for yourself.
My friend, if not for the fact I almost lost my two Sabbath last year. I was traveling to London for help, but there was no help. You know there was money last year, but this year, there's no money.
My friend, you like traveling. That's where your money are finished. Stay one place and take care of your Sabbath.
My friends,
My friend, what happened?
Do you know BM Redemption?
Yes, we know her.
What happened to her? Did she die?
The fire burn her.
You better say me she won't die. She came to my house to beg me for 5,000 naira and I refused to give her.
Why didn't you give her? You're too stingy.
I'm not stingy.
My
Keep
friend,
quiet.
you guys should not quarrel. That stupid girl will not come again. Let's go.
Okay. They don't go. Consider you drink this juice like they're not ready. Look at they go before my mother go catch me. Oh.
My daughter! My daughter! My daughter! The Father has made you excel in your examination. You shall be first in your examination. The Father has given you visa to travel abroad. Therefore, all is well.
50K from my mom.
What about you?
As for me, I got 50K from my mom, me and my brother. Please let's go, cause talk no go end for you. It's too light up.
Dad, when you went, my dad bought me chicken. Oh.
Dad, I better forget about that chicken, but I'm going to get my result.
Okay, now that may we go.
Hi, babes. I beg, boy, not to the show. Class greet. Morning, Mrs. Authority.
Good morning, all. How are you all? Take your seats. Would you stop that? Turn around. Come here. Don't you have manners of approach or what? Can't you greet? Come in. Come here. Come here. Come here. Are you okay? You want to take your seat now? Please, you guys should keep quiet and wait for the headmistress to come and announce you guys' results. Thank you.
That guy is true. Class greet. Good morning, all. Sit down. Today, I am here to read the names of those who had passed their examination. And their names are Roland Otu, 7th position. Please clap for him. Grace Patrick, 6th position. Michael John, 5th position. Clap for him. That Oboya Chayo. Idara Udeme, 4th position. Divine Okon, 3rd position. Tony Benson, 2nd position.
Kagame, I try passing you, you don't try.
Let's sit down. And you have been given a scholarship to study in London with the sum of 20 million naira.
Let me show face.
There you go, can you go? And the first position goes to Peace Redemption.
Thank you, Father.
And they have been given a scholarship to study in USA with the sum of 50 million naira.
Thank you.
As for all of you who haven't heard your names, you were not serious with your studies, so you have to repeat this class until you improve in your education. All I have to say is be serious.
Mama, please check very well. You see my name. Mama, will you be quiet there? You have mingling spirit too much. I beg sit down.
I don't have mingling.
Shut up. School dismissal.
Mama, come and see. Father has done it again. Mama, come and see.
What is it?
Mama, they are giving me scholarship to study in
USA. What do you say again?
Mama,
Scholarship. Hey, thank you, Father.
Thank you, Father.
Scholarship.
Yes, Mama.
Thank you, Father. Father, you are too good. Thank you for the divine grace. Oh, Father, thank you, Father. Thank you, Father. Hallelujah, you did do me good. Oh, you did do me good.
Come, let's go. I'm having Mama in the house. Come. I said, come, let's go.
Male, waiting. I will kill you talking? Are you still talking? Mommy, are you in this house? Hey, Mama! Hey, come on. Hey, Mama, I am not happy with you. What happened? Shut up! You're still talking like slap you. I don't want to say are you born me. What happened? Because of you. My life don't rubbish. You don't face. I'm going to repeat myself. Move, I kill you. Move! I am the king of all the Jubilees. This is my new location. I have destroyed many people, and I will do it again and again. I deal with them. I kill them, and I will kill again and again. Yes. Who are those people singing Olumba Olumba? I must deal with them. I will teach them the lesson that they can never forget. Oh yeah, when come so ruzogi baby. Oh my mama sama si come so ruzogi baby. Oh my mama sama si come so ruzogi baby. To the Holy Spirit. Beloved brethren, we thank the Father for the successful evangelism. The Father has used this evangelism to bless all his children through the whole world. Children of God, what do you say to the Father? Again. Three appreciations to the Holy Spirit. Beloved brethren, the Father is always with us. Never you plan evil against anyone.
Welcome back from the short break, beloved viewer. In case you are just joining us, it's still the Morning Star Breakfast Show, and I remain Peace Aaron. Before we went on that short break, we were talking about good parenting by my able presenter, popularly known as Unique Talbot, or you can call her Miss Everlasting Gospel. What we said concerning good parenting, it's not all about you beating a child. There are so many ways of correcting a child, like you can talk to the child or you give the child punishment, not necessarily igp all the time. That's that for what we're discussing about good parenting. And we'll move into the business of the day, which we are going to be talking about the significance of BCS doctrine. And I will be handing over back to my able presenter, Bro Oku.
Thank you, Sister Peace Aaron, for that warm introduction. We are still here and we are still live at the Morning Star Breakfast Show. As she has already said, we'll be moving or diving straight into the business of the day. So some of those first doctrine that we'll be starting with today will be on greetings, the greetings of the BCS. It's very significant, it's very important. In fact, it's some of those things you will notice first after the white and going barefooted. Yeah, but that's one of those things you will notice first when you come to BCS. Everybody will be greeting you, peace of the Father, peace of the Father, peace, oh, peace, oh, peace. It's very common. And so why is this important? Why do we have to always greet in that manner? I would love to call you first.
Oh my goodness, God.
You know, you like among all of us, you are like the, how would I call it? You are the database. You are like the brand box. Now you are the Miss EGC.
Oh my
okay,
goodness.
so everything that comes out of you, we know it's been fine-tuned from the Father's everlasting gospel.
Okay, thank you very much, brother Oku Akpabio, for putting me on that hitch. Like, I don't know, I may not really have a quote from the everlasting gospel of the Father to back up that particular doctrine.
Why?
Which is greetings.
Well, she's not done studies. Like she's
Miss
EGC, but she's not AI.
Gospel. She just gave us very much.
She's not a computer.
When we say I am Miss EGC or Phrase of Everlasting Gospel Center, that does not mean I have everything that is contained in the Everlasting Gospel.
That does not mean she is Everlasting Gospel.
That does not mean I'm Everlasting Gospel myself.
She's representing,
Yes,
she's like shining a light on them. That's what she's doing.
But she's still going to like give us some little questions.
No, you know, without her, we would not be talking about Everlasting Gospel, right?
Yes, because she just gave us one this morning.
Yeah. So like I said, Sister Peace, I may not really have a portion of the everlasting gospel to support
it. Doesn't mean it's not there.
It doesn't mean it's not there because let me just take that as an assignment. I will go for more research. Thank you very much. Yeah. But your question again, Brother Oku.
The greetings in BCS.
Okay.
So the peace of
Why
the
is
Father.
it really pertinent that we BCS members greet ourselves? Peace of the Father. From my own end, from my own perspective, I think that is just an established fact. That's just the way, that is just like a culture or a norm, a tradition in the kingdom where we greet ourselves, peace of the Father. We accord peace. We give out peace of our Heavenly Father to our fellow brethren. It's not like, I don't know how other denominations greet themselves. Just a normal good morning, brother, good morning, sister, good morning. Good morning is just a normal thing, saying good morning to somebody. But if you say peace, that word peace is all encompassing. Like if you say peace, you're just like, you're wishing the person to have peace that particular period in time. The peace of the Father, beloved brethren, peace of the Father, brother, peace of the Father, sister, does not really boil down to a particular time. Like when you say good morning, it means it's in the morning, good afternoon is in the afternoon, good evening is in the evening. But if you say peace of the Father, it does not matter the hour of the day. You're just dishing out peace to a particular person. So greeting peace of the Father is just a normal culture, it's a normal norm in the kingdom where I don't know how to elaborate it more than that, but that's just how I see it, as a normal culture in the kingdom of greeting peace of the Father too.
Wow, thank you so much. Thank you so much. No, I know I could not expect less from you. Whatever you throw at her, don't worry. She's always equal to the task. She will say something, even if she doesn't have anything to say. She will say something. After you, do you agree to that, or do you have something to add?
Yes, I totally agree with my able presenter, popularly known as Miss or you can call her Unique Talbot. Please don't mind me, that's her name, Unique Talbot, or you can call her Miss Everlasting Gospel. Like I was saying earlier on, Miss Everlasting Gospel, I totally agree with you. Because some people out there, like other denominations, just say good morning, good afternoon, good evening. But ours, peace is a heavenly language. It's so powerful and strong, and we all know the meaning of peace. Peace is a place that is quiet, because you're giving that handshake to someone, sister peace, bro peace, you have given that person peace. Maybe the person, for instance, was having a problem, but that little handshake brought peace, sister peace. It has taken that person's problem away. Even if it has not taken it away totally, at least it has done small or quarter of it, because that peace is very strong and it is a heavenly language. Some of us, we just say peace, but we don't really know the meaning of that peace, and that peace is very, very strong. So we need to go back and ask ourselves, why does our Father teaches us to greet someone peace. So peace. So it's very very necessary and it's very very important. Even when you like wake up in the mornings, you just see your people calling peace. So the afternoon, in the evening, even in the midnight, like maybe like sometimes our programs do exhaust to 2 a.m. You still see us greeting our fellow colleague peace. It is a heavenly language, and peace on its own is so quiet. And that reminds me, my name is Peace.
That's what I wanted to mention.
And then it's not just narrowed down to PCS members alone. Don't forget, even if we go on evangelism, courtesy visit and all of that, we're always giving out peace to the indigenes or the citizens of that particular community or place we're visiting. So the greetings peace of the Father does not really narrow down to just
Only
BCS members.
No, you know, the Father have taught us that not just in evangelism, whoever you meet,
okay.
the right greeting is peace. Let peace be unto you. That's what our Lord Jesus Christ uses everywhere he goes. Peace I bring to this house. Peace be peace. So it's a beautiful one. But one thing I wanted to really comment on, right, why I was saying like, oh, was when you were like, peace. I was like, wow, is it because she is peace? Like, you know, her name is actually Peace. So it's like this particular subject is very close to her heart. So she's like, so you say peace, so all right, let's move forward. Sister Queen.
Okay. Firstly, let's come from the angle that greeting peace of the Father and brotherhood of the Christ and Star makes us look more defined, because it shows that the kingdom is not just open to anything or in a way scattered. Everything we do here is so coordinated. If we just come to the Bethel and now we don't take our mobile phones to the hall, yes, imagine you don't know what the time is, you just come inside and you greet somebody good morning when it's afternoon. Yes, it's not even, I don't know how you feel doing something like that. But since our Father is a perfect master, he knew all these things, he saw all these things, he told us greet each other peace of the Father. And if we are to take this greeting step by step, we begin with peace. Now, peace is something that the whole world have been looking for. No, that's no. I don't mean peace like our colleague.
Not talking about peace.
Why are they all looking for her? She's sitting here.
I mean the attributes, peace, not the name. Okay, yeah. So peace is something that everyone needs, not just everyone, but even animals, even things. We're taught that everything has a spirit. Yeah. Peace is something that everyone needs. Now, if we can go out there and give out peace, it goes a long way to solve the problems of the world. Now, let's not forget the fact that our Father said, making the whole world one is a task that must be done. And now we are the ones that have seen this being. We are the ones hearing directly from this being. So it is our obligation to do these things. Now, if we are going into the full greeting, we don't greet peace. We don't greet peace. So we greet peace of the Father. And the other person answers perfect peace of the Father. Now, when you listen to the word peace of the Father, it means we are not giving out the peace we feel we have, but we are giving out the peace that has been given to us by our Father.
Heavenly peace.
Yes, exactly. Now, when something comes from God, it is perfect, it is beautiful, it is not to be compromised for any reason. When you go out, and just as Sister Stella said, we don't just greet members of brotherhood, but outside. Imagine you go out and you see people arguing today and you are in your white, you walk up to them and you're like, peace of the Father. You would see they will stop immediately and they will be like, what is this one doing? We are fighting and he or she is greeting us peace. And immediately they would like to stop to hear from you. So in a very, very big and long way, the way we greet in Brotherhood of the Cross and Star is very, very unique.
Okay, and that actually makes us unique.
Yeah.
Some of these doctrines makes us super unique, and there are long written significance attached to all of these doctrines. That was very beautiful, Sister Queen. It was equally beautiful from Sister Peace and Miss EGC, all encompassing. So I would just love to say a few things.
Let's also hear from you.
Yeah, I would love to derive something from one of our Father's Gospel. You might later check that out. Yeah, I think I read it from an everlasting gospel. So what he was literally saying, he was like, everybody needs peace. But he went as far as mentioning criminals need peace, kidnappers need peace, and it was like after which I was like, sure, you people are shocked. Are you shocked? All this, but later on, after I finished the gospel, I had sat down as at then to really ponder, and I noticed the Holy Father was saying nothing but the truth, and everybody, just like you said, everybody absolutely need peace. Someone, as in his illustration, a criminal that is with a gun, as he's going out, he's praying
for his mission to be successful.
Yeah, so, and then after which he has gotten what he went to get or whatever. He doesn't go out, because he needs peace. He doesn't go out on the street shooting gun and shouting, "Yes, I've done it. I've done yes." He will run and look for where to hide. What is he doing at that point?
Seeking for peace.
He doesn't want anyone to come and, "Hey, you were the one who caught you." Of course. So almost everyone is looking for peace. After, or even the most wicked person in the world, even some very serious president that likes war, they need peace. Like at the end of all these problems, they need some place to lie down and sleep. To a very large extent, and the Father is super unique and heavenly. Everything is arranged from the beginning of time. It doesn't get outdated. So if we can adopt that, and good morning is also a good thing, because you are wishing somebody's morning to be good. But just like she said, you could we conflicted a lot. No, you could. Yeah. We conflicted a lot. Sometimes, especially afternoon and evening, like in the around 4, like good afternoon. But the sun is still shining, everything, so you may not really know the difference. So I feel peace of the Father is, I really, at some point, I said, okay, I will not be greeting good morning on this, I will be greeting a good day. I just,
avoid wahala.
Yes, to avoid wahala, to avoid making mistakes. So since then, every time I will go to a place with people, and people, good morning, I'm like, good day, sir, good day, sir, just so I don't make mistakes, in case it's 12 o'clock, I don't know. And so that is some very serious facts in the aspect of peace. And peace of the Father to you watching us out there. I think we've done justice. Have we done justice to that?
Yes. Yeah, to the best of our knowledge, we've tried attempting what the greetings, peace of the Father entails in Brotherhood Red Cross and Star.
So have you learned anything on that so we move forward? Who have learned something today?
Why not? I have.
What did you learn?
I have from the aspect of Sister Queen, where she when she said even animals need peace, and then Sister Peace was like, animals? Yes, animals definitely need peace.
I was shocked.
Yes, animals also need
everything
peace.
Needs peace.
Everything,
even
everything.
Tree. Even
we
plants.
also need peace. Imagine when a hunter is going into the forest to hunt. Then the animal is seeking for solace, so that the hunter will not catch. That is the person, the animal is actually seeking for peace in that process. So everything under the heavens and earth needs peace. So,
and it has some physical effects. Imagine some people coming in here to fight. If they came here to fight, and some of the first things that came out from their mouth was that was like, peace of the Father, peace of the Father. Imagine a fight after peace of the Father. It's very weird. It cannot happen. It's almost impossible for you to meet someone and peace of the Father. You are wishing the person peace, but you want to fight. Right. It's just the actual. It doesn't even happen. So if someone can tell you, even if the person was very angry with you, so if you try to greet first, you kill. I don't know. You create sort of a barrier, and I think that was why our Lord Jesus Christ, when he was meeting his enemies, all those people that claimed they were his enemy, even when he was meeting them, he would be like, my peace I bring unto you. My peace. So, and with that, it's very difficult for conflict to start. So, I think it's a very beautiful
conflict can't start after you have finished greeting someone. It's very, very impossible.
True, and that is a very big part of this, of the BCS doctrine. We will move straight to the next, and we'll be looking at what have we done already?
We have blessings, our mood of blessing, we have ministry work.
Okay, let's do ministry work. Let's do ministry work.
Ministry work.
let's do ministry work. So we will be going into ministry work, and I'm using my
I would love to start first for the answer of
ministry work. Sister Queen will go first.
And when I actually threw the dice first at you, you're pointing at
someone else.
No, it's my other doing.
Well, let me go first.
Okay.
Now, let me begin with someone leaving his or her house. Okay, if you have a problem, I've always said this on set. A very, very good way of solving that problem, mostly when it's psychological, is to leave that environment. Go to a new place that you feel comfortable in. Talk to yourself. Do what makes you happy, then come back. You realize that you won't even feel that problem no more. You'll feel so new. That is in the general knowledge. Talk more of in Brotherhood of the Crescent Star, when our Father has made everything to be in ship order. Everything is just perfect. Now you have a problem. Let's use for an example. You have this belief of people attacking you in your house. Imagine you leaving the house and going to a Bethel. You knock your head, you sleep over, the following morning you sweep. How do you explain that process? You've left your house where the issue was happening. You went to a Bethel, which is, let me say, the house of God. Yes, you go to a Bethel, you sleep there. Sleeping there means you've gone through judgment. You are awake the following morning, you pick up a broom and sweep, meaning you're just taking all the odds in your life away. You're sweeping in the Bethel. You've swept every shitty thing out of your house. Now you are through and you return to your house. You go home to meet a new place, a brand new place that, in a way, I am saying, there is no how you have a problem, you embark on a ministry work, you return home, that particular problem will not be solved. Yeah, in Brotherhood of the Crescent Star, ministry work has great significance. It's just that the Father has made everything very, very simple for us. At times, I'm even like, why is it that things are so simple like this? Like, we don't have to struggle for anything. You just know what to do at the right time. You know, if you're facing this issue in your house, the next thing you should think of is embarking on a ministry work. And one important thing we should not forget is, when you embark on a ministry work, don't go because you have a friend to go with. It's better you do things like that on your own. Go to the Bethel. Don't even go look for a hotel to lodge or to stay in. Sleep in that Bethel, no matter how it's looking, no matter how the structure is. Sleep inside there, knock your head.
In the lodge, you're not doing a ministry
Yeah,
work.
that's not a ministry work. So you sleep in the Bethel. Before sleeping, communicate with the Father. Yesterday we were speaking on prayer. Speak to the Father. Tell him what has brought you, what has made you to leave your comfort zone, why you came to the Bethel to sleep. The following morning, attend morning prayer. Very, very necessary. After the morning prayer, do not forget to sweep the Bethel, no matter how, or no matter what you have to do, no matter what you have to attend to. Sweeping the Bethel is a very, very necessary thing to do while embarking on a ministry work. Yeah, so you pick your manger that's visiting the Garden of Eden. That's a solution or answers to your questions, and you return home to meet peace, to meet everything being taken care of already.
Wow, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
Okay. It's like she's done justice
to it already.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
already.
Sister Peace, do you oppose or do you have something to add?
I totally agree with her, and yeah, like I've even learned something from
Wow.
her. But I'll have
little
to.
professor.
But I will have to add a
That's
little
right.
to what she
Okay.
said. Then I will also tell you what I learned from her. Concerning our ministry work, it's very, very important. It's not until you have problems or issues before you go for ministry work. At least in a month, you can go for ministry work, even if it's twice a month or once in a month. Not most people they believe in group ministry work, whereby they say the better should go on a ministry work, or like the Abars when they are going on a ministry work, or they say women fellowship go on ministry work, or the whole BCS go on ministry work. That's when they will go for ministry work. At least you on your own, you can go for your own ministry work and receive your own salvation, your own blessing. You don't have to wait. You don't even need to wait for a visionary to even tell you, say, sister, go to 3 station, 4 station. Even if it's like the little transport you have on yourself, you can carry it and go for ministry work. It's not till you have
Beautiful.
problems or issues
Beautiful.
before you go for
She also made like very serious points. Although I know her name is Peace, so she's like taking everything with peace. Like, you should go for ministry. You know, wrong ways to be told. Now that's nice.
Okay. And then what did you actually learn from her? You said you were going to.
Okay, I just learned something beautiful from her. She said when you have problem in your house and maybe there's a problem or an issue, that you should go to a station and sleep over it and communicate with your father. Me on my own part, I was thinking that maybe when you have problem, you could go on your knees and pray. I never knew that you could go somewhere and rest your head, just like she said, rest your head, communicate with your father and sleep over it. So maybe that's what
Something
I would do.
Praying also is not far from it.
Yeah, praying is not far from. She's only giving another
Some
solution,
yeah.
more points. If you don't want to pray, you can as well go for ministry work. You cannot go for ministry work, you pray. Just like you should have 2 guides. If you cannot do
Anything
things,
to
do
add?
this. Yeah.
Do you have anything to add?
What do I have to?
I said everything.
She has said almost. I'm a little professor, or
I'll soon to become professor.
she has
Please
said
keep your
almost
head
everything.
intact, please.
Sure.
Please.
That means the head should not explode. The head
You
should
know
not
she's a
explode.
queen. So
But like your names have so much meaning.
Yeah,
It's nice.
sure.
yeah, so it's not an
Peace,
easy
queen.
thing to be a
I'm sorry.
queen.
It's not easy. It's not easy. My crown, my.
It's okay. It's okay. Thank you so much, little queen professor. All right. So
Okay, what do I have to add? I don't have any other thing to add. It's just
Okay.
like repeating what they've said already. So
Yeah.
I don't want to start repeating words. They've already said almost everything we need to know about ministry work, just like leaving your house to go and. But what I don't really know, like till date, is if you want to explain what watch and pray, like using another different terms
yeah.
to classify what watch and pray is to a non-member
Yeah.
of a different denomination. You can just say you're going for a tarry night,
Yeah.
just for them to understand what
Yeah,
you're
what
actually
you're
going
trying
for.
to say.
Yes. So now, what other word can you use to replace ministry work to a non-member?
I feel they don't have the knowledge.
They don't have the knowledge.
Yes, of that. It's just like the way we greet. They don't have a way of greeting. We have ministry work. They don't have anything like
Like
that.
I'm thinking
So
of a confide, like another
Some
just
other
like
words
you
that
say,
can be-
Tarry night, just like you say tarry night,
Tarry night
because
for
there's
watch
no
and
way
pray.
you will explain to them that you will
Okay.
understand. Just
Yeah.
like she said that we do greet peace, but then they greet good morning and afternoon.
So that I'm always thinking.
Yes,
of other
I've
things.
experienced such.
You know,
So
some
I'll
of
just
the
say that I'm
things-
waiting for tarry night.
And some of the things that have happened in BCS have actually happened before, most times in the Bible.
Yeah,
And almost everything has like Bible portions backing
yeah,
them up.
it's true.
And I remember one of these stories, the Abraham story.
Abraham, yes.
So you can use that for an explanation.
Okay.
You know, sometimes God just needs you to go out. You know, just leave your house for a while. And I also think like there's a benefit I have seen also in this entire ministry work stuff. A lot of people have gained healing from ministry work.
Yes.
And going out for ministry work, most BCS Bethels double so many things. Most BCS Bethels are not just healing homes, hospitals, like spiritual hospitals. So when you go there to lie down, it's like when you see the Lord is in His holy temple, let all the earth, blah 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 blah, keep silence before Him. Is actually there in the holy temple, and not just in the sweet. God is everywhere. He's in your house. He's everywhere. But what is peculiar about a Bethel is that He's there with everyone, like with a host of angels, the doctors, the nurses, everything that you need. And when you go there to lie down, trust me, if you believe this, if you know, whatever sickness you have, like I tried it on a little sickness. Whatever sickness,
little sickness?
malaria. No, malaria is
It's not actually little.
to us, it's not
Yeah,
little
yeah.
to the world,
Yeah,
right?
it's true.
But I know you may be watching us from America or UK, and you're like, what's these people saying? You know what's malaria? Because if you actually have malaria in UK, you'll be quarantined. Yeah, you'll be quarantined. It's almost like coronavirus. You'll be quarantined, yeah. And malaria stays even longer in your body than the
Yeah.
coronavirus. So
What?
yeah, and it kills also. It kills.
Of course,
Yeah.
does.
So, but us in Africa, we are so used to this bad boy.
Yes, in Africa. It's not way down to Nigeria.
Okay, us in Nigeria,
Yeah,
us,
it's down.
us in Nigeria, most people, like I know a lot of people, especially on the streets, don't treat malaria. Like malaria is one of those sickness that we don't treat. Like we don't treat it with
We
importance.
just careless.
Yeah, if you have malaria and you don't have money, you don't have, if the malaria is not serious, the malaria will go away. Like if you just say, oh, I feel like I have malaria, you go about, do whatever you do, the malaria will just look at you and be like, this man is not serious. This man is not. And if you notice, after like a few times, your headache will wipe, your fever will go, and like, but some people say the malaria leaves you and go to a certain place in your body to relax, either your liver or something trapped it, and it can stay like there to like for like 4 years.
Yeah.
And so it's actually dangerous, but certainly not for us, because I know I've been in this Nigeria for years. I've been saying malaria, so I've tried it on malaria, and it really worked. Like that particular day, I was not feeling myself. My entire body was devastating. I was having fever and all of that. So, but I really didn't want to take drugs. I was one of these pure child. I didn't really like drugs at the time.
Yeah.
So I said, okay, let me see. Let me go for a ministry work. And that's one thing we could learn today from all what we have said. You don't have to be told. I think you said that. You don't have to. It doesn't have to be revealed to you to go on a ministry work. Ministry work is very important. Choose for yourself. You don't have to go for 3 stations, 7 stations. Then you start running around every Bethel. No, like on your own. When you look at the times, you can be like, okay, let me go see my father. No one goes in front of the father and goes back empty-handed, right? So let me go before him. You'll be surprised some problems he will solve for you that day. So I just, okay, I think I should go for a ministry work and just see what happened. And I went. I slept casually. The person stationing was my friend, so I went, we discussed. But after which, also, if you have a friend that is a stationer in any station, any Bethel, when you go on a ministry work, try to sleep in the Bethel. Don't chill with your friend. Like, that is not
Casualty aside.
Yeah,
Yes.
forget all those casualty. Like, if you're going to visit your friend, you are going to visit your friend, and that's not ministry work. So if you are going for a ministry work, try to spend the night in the Bethel. Yeah, right. Spend the night in the Bethel and leave your friend to chill. If you finish greeting, knocking your head, go back to the Bethel. So that was what I did. After which I went back to the Bethel. I slept. Then in the morning, I was the one doing all the hymns and everything. Like, I could not.
Yeah.
I did not even remember that I had something wrong with me. So it has some very serious significance, and we can't realize. So that was a beautiful one, and I also feel we've done justice to it.
Yeah.
If that and all what we're saying, there's so many Bible portions backing them up. You can check not just the Everlasting Gospel. You can check the BCS and book. We have our doctrines and sacraments all in the first page, so you can go through it. There's so much, and we may not be able to exhaust all of them today. So let's dive straight into the next item. Sister Stella, what do we have there?
Tithe payment, blessing. Which one are we going for?
I think we should go for tithe payments.
Okay. Tithe payment.
What do you have to say about tithes?
It's like a loser.
Okay. Concerning tithe payment, it's very important. Some of us don't know the importance of tithe payment. It is expected of every working class person to pay 1/10 of your salary to the tithe boss. Also, when we have feast, we need to remove tithe money from there too, and pay tithe. Some of us will wait for visionaries to reveal to us that, sister, brother, go and pay your tithe. You don't need to wait for someone to tell you to pay your tithe, because the more you pay your tithe, it is recorded for you there in heaven. For instance, maybe you don't have money, the angels will go and check your book, will go and check your record. Then when they discover that you have been paying your tithe, one way or the other, Father will pass through someone and give you money. But when you have not been paying your tithe, there's nothing
You don't have anything in your savings.
that can happen. like me, I can use myself for one instance because I have experienced that before in a situation whereby I had nothing. I was totally broke, not even to talk about 5 naira. Someone just called me and say, "Send me your account number. Let me show you little love." So it's not until it's not until you wait for someone to tell you to go and pay your tithe. You need to pay your tithe, no matter how little it is. And some of us, like all these rich people, they don't pay the tithe with the whole of their heart. They say because I have the money, they're just gonna pay 500, 200. Pay the tithe, like let the tithe come out from your heart, from your soul, from your inner mind. Not just say, I just want to go and pay the tithe, you just go and put anything in the tithe box. No, it's not done that way. It has to come out from your heart. Even if it's 10 naira. There was one day I was going on blessing. I wanted putting 10 naira in the tray. Then someone told me, "Is it 10 naira you want to go and put inside the tray?" I said yes. He said, "Look at you, you want to go and pay 10 naira. What will God use your 10 naira to do?" Then someone now told her that, "Do you know that 10 naira is even better than that 500 naira you want to go and put inside the tree?" And first of all, before you pay your tithe, you have to remove whatsoever you are holding grudges with from your heart. Because if you should go and pay your tithe and you are harboring someone in your mind, God will tell you that first of all, you should go back and reconcile with your brother or your sister or whosoever you are harboring in your mind before you pay your tithe, which is very important. Because if you should go and pay the tithe like that without reconciling with your brother or sister, that tithe payment is meaningless and it will not be accepted by God. So pay your tithe always, and before you pay your tithe, remove whatsoever you are harboring in your mind, so that your tithe payment will be collected. Because whatever you pay as your tithe, it is recorded for you in heaven. But some of us don't know. We think maybe like we are just dashing God money and all of that. No, it's going into your spiritual account. That's a bit I have to say concerning tithe payments.
That's beautiful. To be honest, that's so beautiful. Like, I've never seen you take time to give things detail by detail, but it's like you pay tithe a lot.
It's normal for everybody to do so.
Sister Queen, do you support that?
Yeah, I do support it. And there's something very important I should point out.
Yeah.
The whole practice of announcing tithes is a very, very wrong omen. Like,
Thank you.
it's very, very wrong. Your tithe is something that should remain between you and God Himself.
Yes.
So you don't come out in public to announce best tithe state or best I don't know how they put
Some
it.
people actually like that.
That's just what I wanted to point out.
Oh, my goodness. Sister Queen just pointed what I actually had in mind.
Okay.
Seriously, she did, because I was oh my goodness, God. What is there for you to start announcing? I want to go and pay tithe. I want to go and pay my 10%. I want to go and do this. Who asked you? I don't understand. Who asked you? It's supposed to be a secret between you and your God. Let it be that you putting the money inside the envelope or whatever means you want to pay the tithe. It is just you that is holding the money and God that is receiving it. Just both of you alone should know, and not you telling your next door neighbor, "Oh, this is my 10%."
Some people are very like that.
I want to go and pay my tithe. Who asked you, brother, sister? Who asked you? Please get out of here. Okay, now let's.
No, they are telling you so that you can be informed, so that in case they ask,
No.
no.
Like when I said I really like what she said. Like that was actually what I had in mind. I thought we were going to make mention of it, but I was actually listening keenly to know if she was going to make mention of it. But since you didn't, she actually did. If she did not, I would have made mention of it because I had it in mind. I don't buy that idea of announcing your tithe. Whether it's 1%, whether it's 5%.
Does people really do that?
Yeah.
Most
people do it.
Yes, most people do.
People do
Even
it.
if you get 10,000 naira as your monthly income, you then 10% of 10,000 is how much? 1,000 naira. You just, it's just nothing. 1,000 naira is just nothing. Something you can use to get bobo or whatever. But you just want your next door neighbor to know that I want to go and pay today. Today I just want to go pay my tithe. Thank you very much. You may just be doing it unknowingly, but you've actually sent a message across to the next person that okay, today he says he wants to go and pay tithe. You understand?
I know God even advises that if you help your brother with this hand,
do not allow this other hand to.
So imagine you trying to give God something
God,
with this hand and you are telling this hand, okay, we they go.
So that is it.
That some people be like, I just gave Miss Everlasting Gospel 10,000.
Imagine.
Like, it doesn't make sense.
Okay, now there's another thing again. There's another error we do as humans. We do make. At times you mistake tithe payment for charity.
Yeah.
There is this occasion. Was it an occasion? I don't know. Someone asked a question. What if from your monthly income, your 10%, you don't want to put it inside the tithe box? You want to use it to maybe purchase something and then give it out as. Someone now responded that is not tithe payment. That is charity. You're actually doing charitable works and not, you're not paying. Forget about if it is actually 10% from your monthly income or whatever, but as long as it didn't actually come with that perception of tithe payment, you're going to the tithe box to donate your tithe, just like okay, any means of you paying tithe, understand? If you're using it to get maybe carton of Indomie, carton of bags of rice, beans, or whatever goods for you to disseminate, to share to people, that is charity and not tithe. To some persons, even myself, there was a time I actually had that mindset that okay, instead of me to just do like this, let me do like this. So when that person made mention of that stuff, that was when it actually clocked my mind and said, so this thing is actually two different things. So it's just like a way of reminding those that knows already, and for those who don't know, those who don't have idea about it, tithe payment and charity.
Congratulations.
Okay, can we remind everyone not to go before the tithe box to use or to say harmful words? Because there's something that happened once. A woman had an issue. She said someone used her wrong, like someone scammed her with someone collected money from her with the excuse that the following day is his marriage, so he'll be coming back to bring the money and she'll be the cook during the marriage. So the man dropped his glasses with her to show her that he would return. So when the man did not come back, she now took that glass to go and keep on top
tithe box.
On top of the tithe box. Please, let's just be reminded that tithe box is a very, very sacred thing. I don't know how many of us were in the great hall, in the old hall, when the father was moving to the temporary site.
Okay.
If we were all there, we will all remember how the father had to attend to the tithe box himself. So many persons, we even had to confess, so many persons had to pray, father had to give his words before that thing was even touched in the first place. So tithe box is a very, very sacred thing, and we have to take tithe payment very, very important. So don't make it look like you are doing God a favor. It's never ever possible. Yes.
Yeah. Okay, now talking about this tithe payment actually drew my mind to the sacrifice of Cain and Abel. Yeah, when God actually received that of Abel against that of Cain, and then maybe because the offerings of Cain that were not received by God were like from the picture we used to see in that, what's that book, my book of Bible stories. The way they drew the gift from Cain, they were looking so malnourished, looking so pale, looking like a hair. But that of Abel, they were looking so fat, looking so charming, you understand? So now that actually depicts the fact that the sacrifice of Cain, or the offerings of Cain, because they were all I think farmers and two different professions. Farmers, one person was a farmer, the other person I think was a cattle rearer, yes. So I think Abel was a cattle rearer, if I'm not wrong, and then Cain was a farmer. Then Cain actually took some malnourished fruits to give as offering to God, while Abel took the best of his cattle. So yes, that was why his sacrifices were accepted by God. So please, if you want to give out your tithe, anyways, we don't necessarily need to wait until we get our monthly income, our monthly salary, before you pay tithe. You can as well just on your own, just like I think you made mention of it. You don't wait for any visionary to tell you go and pay tithe. At times, just on your own, just go and appreciate your angels. Go to Mother's Gallery, appreciate, and then you table your requests. Yeah. Mother's Gallery is a place I don't joke with that place. Trust me, wherever I go there, oh my goodness God, Mama.
Oh, Papa.
Oh, my mother of mercy. Mama, anytime I go to Mother's Gallery, there is no how my prayers are not being answered.
Wow.
Go there with a penitent heart, kneel down, pray, pay your tithe, your request, pick your tithe and sorry your manger, and off you go. With that faith, trust me, you're good to go. Like I'm a living testimony when
Same
it comes
here.
to that.
What did the manager said? Stop stealing.
Whatever you pick. Whatever you pick. Okay, now this stop stealing of it. Stop. Let's see. This is at times always causing problem for so, because this stop stealing, that does not necessarily mean you're stealing. Maybe you have something in mind to do that maybe
Stop
works
stealing,
in line
stop
with
stealing.
stealing to kill somebody or whatever. Maybe you just have. I don't have to explain that. But please, when you're offering sacrifices to God, like through tithe payments, give God the best out of the best. Don't go and start selecting, like doing what Cain actually did. Let me just do it now. Is it not just this thing? Not knowing that God, who sees in open and in secret, knows what is in your custody, knows what is in your shelf, knows the best of the things you have in your whatever is a ban, whatever things you do to raise that fund, but you just want to let me just do it now. You just pick anything, no matter how little, and just present to God. So tithe payment is something we should not really underestimate, because according to what Sister P said, the more you pay your tithe, the more you enrich your spiritual account.
Yeah.
Yes, the more you enrich your spiritual account, so that when on a very good day, it's not every day you have 10 naira. There are times 10 naira is a very big money, you understand? There are times that 100 naira is a very, very big money. You'll not come across 100 naira, but something somewhere, someone somewhere you least expect, you just dash your money. That is what the spiritual account is doing for you because of what you do physically. The tithe you pay physically, it's being recorded for you in your spiritual account. So whenever you don't have it physically, someone you least expect will definitely, if you don't get it in the morning, afternoon, at night, before the end of that day, you actually definitely get something. So that is just the efficacy of tithe payment.
Beautiful, beautiful. Like, I enjoy the way all of you are just... Queen don't usually intersect when somebody is talking, but this one, no, let me it was beautiful, and I feel we've done justice to tithe payment.
Okay.
And as you've heard, there's so much. I said, Morning Star is as educative as it is fun.
Yeah.
Like it's very fun, like, but still you will learn so much, every day. So we are really ahead of time. I would like us to take the last on doctrine. I know there's so much still on doctrine. There's so much, and we may not be able to exhaust them today. So we'll take the last
blessing.
On doctrine, blessing.
Yes.
Okay, maybe I should talk about blessing.
Blessing.
What
you
do you
should
say?
do justice to blessing. You should do justice to it.
Blessing. Okay, talking about going on blessing. Okay, that reminds me of people that leaves the Bethel just immediately after gospel, or sometimes immediately after blessing. People that leave the Bethel around that time, I just want to point it out to you before I make any statements. It's wrong. It is wrong, to be very, very sincere. It is wrong. Now, going on blessing is a time where we go to get our gifts from God. It's where we go to get that package. You know, now that package is a blessing, but at the end of the day, our Father have taught us in the everlasting gospel, at the end of the day, He has to bless that gift for you. Throughout your time sitting in the Bethel, most times people don't know. When you go to a Bethel, in fact, this particular blessing is something, as it's making me talk about the entire service. And when you are in a service, blessing is one of the most important parts of that service.
Sure.
But still, sitting at one place also is a very important part of that service. Now, our Father has advised us that when you go to any Bethel, whether it's a watch and pray, any service, a Sunday divine service, watch and pray, anything, morning prayers, sit down one place. Now, while you are sitting down, or while the Father is giving his sermon, the angels are going around. They are going around checking and cross-checking. Is this one due for... no, Queen should not have a car this year. No, let's pass out. Let's pass.
Okay.
Is P is due to travel to Dubai? No, she's is she? Yeah. They will check. Then that time you just stand up and leave them. I told you.
No, I told you this.
I told you she's a serious person, and they're just moving around. Then at the end they will cross all the T's and dot all the I's and be like, okay, some few people are done for today, like are certain to get their gifts today. Now they don't just hand over everything to you just because they know you are now qualified. After the gospel, you go on blessing. When you go on this blessing, and that is why most times we appreciate, the Father advises us to appreciate. Now, the Father doesn't want your money. There's nothing you can give to the Father. Yeah. And funny enough, most people don't joke with putting 5 naira and 10 naira when they are going on blessing. But the level of what you're looking for, I feel, is the level of what you should put into that tray. That is one thing that the Father does not ask you to do. Like, you just believe you should do it. Now, it's called going on blessing. When you get there, you bow and you take what belongs to you. So it's been agreed while you're sitting down that you are going to be given a car. Queen is going to be given a car. So she's passing, and now she take a bow. It's more like in schools when everything has been agreed, you've won everything, and they say, okay, please file in line and collect your. So you go down, you bow, you take handshake, and all of that. So then, I feel that when you are putting any money inside that tray, you should assume the kind of blessing you are getting to put that money, not because it's 10 naira that you have, or not. Most people, it's not just because it's 10 naira they have. Most people go like, I know my parents used to do that. Sorry, they could carry like 500 naira and change that 500 naira into like 10 naira, and that will last them for like the whole year. And they'll put it inside one drawer and be like blessing money. So whenever we are going for church, they'll be like you. Everybody's with 10, 5, and they always like it to be clean.
Yes.
Yeah. So when you see them, so. But that money is always there. Next Sunday, drag that drawer again, 10 naira, everybody. 10. So, but it's good because at least it shows that you have plan for it, you have a mind for it. But still, you should consider the kind of blessing you are getting. If what you are collecting is worth more than what you are giving, you should. The widow's mite is what the fathers want. He doesn't want all your money. He doesn't even want anything from. He doesn't need anything from you. Okay. So, from your mind, what do you think is equal, or what do you think is deserving to the Spirit? Okay, I have 1,000 naira. Okay, let me do 200. Let me do 200. It's a good one. You go 200. You might be getting a car with that 200. You might be getting 200 billion with that 200. You might be getting 200 million. You don't know what package is coming because it's all spiritual. Now, you go through fire pass, bow down your head. You get this, and that's why the Father also advised. Try to bend your waist, like try to bend down when you are going on blessing. You are going to actually get
standing very tall, like we just stand like this and just go.
True, and you don't even know the angel that is standing, that is going to give you this thing, and you are going like this,
like a boss.
And now you look at him and it's like, if I was the angel, like, my friend, will you? So you don't know what angel is at that door. So try to submit. Like, be submissive while you are going on this blessing. You are going to get something from God. Why are you being so pompous when you are going to get something? So now when you finally get it, okay, sit down one place. Now, the Father has to bless this. If the Father doesn't wave in a service, the final blessing have not been given. And now the final blessing is something like, I'm your father, let's say, for instance. It's an instance. Although I know I'm your daddy. So, I'm your father, right? Then I want to give you a phone. And I'll just be like, Daddy, I get the phone and go away. Would you really feel that gift? Would you really, like someone wants to give you money and the person comes like, throw the money and go away.
Okay.
It doesn't apply. Now, at the tail end, the Father needs to bless that package for you. The package you collected during the blessing has to be blessed. Like, the Father needs to be like, all is well with it. Go and be far and behind. You've been discharged and acquitted. All those is like the final touches, like of these particular gifts. And this is very necessary in the BCS setting. But so far so good. Most of us have not really been doing well, to be very, especially choristers. If you're a chorister listening, choristers after service, they are done for, or maybe after, sometimes after blessing. after blessing, they are gone. Sometimes after gospel, they'll just go outside, stand outside and discuss. Then blessing time, they come in, go on blessing, and So please try to always make sure if you have decided to go for a Sunday service, go for it. Like, don't joke with it. Don't go, because how long does the father need? Just 10 o'clock, around 1 in most Bethels, 12. The service is over. Just calm down, sit down, get this blessing, go on blessings. After that, sit down and wait for that final touches. Don't just get it something and move. Like, it may not really work that well.
Yeah.
So don't just get it and move. So that's the long, florid speech that I have for blessing. So I like you guys to.
I think you've done almost everything. You've said almost everything that has to do with blessing, because I think that person around the corner is still waiting to join us here, and we are having like how many minutes to round up?
Yeah.
I don't know if you still remember, Brother Oko.
No, I do remember. I do remember.
Okay.
Okay, so thank you for supporting me. I know you support this. All what I said you support it, right?
Except you have any contrary.
No, if you have something contrary, you can.
Nothing.
Okay, nothing contrary.
Yeah.
All right. So we still have something, but we are going to be having that something with somebody. We're bringing a new segment to you, it's a relief segment that will make you chill. I know we've been doing learning and discussion, but this one is going to be
makes peace a dull girl.
Yeah, it's going to be beautiful.
Why peace? Why not?
You know, she's always, I want you to let us be like this.
Yeah.
So we want that particular segment to come out. If it's not like this, let it be like this. That is what I mean.
So we are going to be having a comic relief immediately after now, and we're going to be going on a short break. When we come back, you'll be having this beautiful section. We'll be right back.
Father's work into practice. Never you plan evil against your neighbor. Forgive your enemies, even now and forevermore. Amen. Now we are going to a short outing. Outing, outing. Outing, outing. Outing, outing. Now give me a chorus.
We go follow you, Papa Olomba. We go follow you, Papa Olomba. We go follow you, oh Papa. We go follow you, Papa Olomba. We go follow you, Papa Olomba. We go follow you, oh Papa. We go follow you, Papa Olomba. We go follow you, Papa Olomba. We go follow you, oh Papa. Follow you, Papa Olomba. We go follow you, Papa Olomba. We go follow you, oh Papa. These Olumba people are my problem. My spiritual things are not working again. Ogini Mba. No. I can see with my mirror. The one Azabu, even the evil spirit, even the spirit of my ancestors are all abandoned me. All my powers have failed me. These Olumba people are my problem. Time for war. I will kill them. Thunder, where are you? Thunder, where are you? Thunder, where are you? Okay. Onye. Afọ. Nkwa. Okay, I can see your people want to show me the power that you people have. Let me send the spirit of Amadora now.
Welcome back. You're watching Star Cross Television, and on your screen is still the Morning Star Breakfast Sure. Before we went on our short break, we had insights into the significance of the BCS doctrine, and we discussed about topics like going on blessing, paying of tithes. We discussed
Ministry
so much
work.
ministry work. What else did we discuss?
Did you mention tithe payments, blessing, revelations,
Greetings.
Oh, we did not discuss Revelation.
Revelation, yes, we have a whole
We
lot,
discussed
yeah.
greetings. Yeah, there's so much in doctrines.
Yeah.
Don't worry, we will see how we can touch that and make justice to it. But before that, we have that particular segment we were promising you. We have somebody new joining us on this set, and is no other than an award-winning comedian.
Yes.
His name is Mr. You're supposed to be doing like something like fireworks. Mr. Equator. An award-winning comedian, Brother Equator, you're welcome. And don't worry, I'm not doing this alone. I'm still here with Sister Stella Talbot, Unique Stella, and Sister Peace Aaron. I hope you guys are cool.
Yeah, we are cool. We are cool.
So
And
we are
to
introducing-
MC Equator. Good morning to you. You're
Good
looking
morning.
glowing. You're looking
Yeah.
glowy.
Wow,
you're looking,
sitting right
you're looking
beside
like
me.
200K. You're looking like.
The
You're
award
welcome.
that I've not even collected the prize money, but the advice
You say it.
is above the prize money.
But you collected the award.
I
Like,
collected
saw
the award.
You
yes.
posted something.
Yes, I posted.
What more
the
do you need?
Image.
The cash.
Is
You are an award
the
winning.
other award that comes with the award.
The
award
award.
you collected.
The award comes with a cash.
Oh,
Yes.
that means you're a
and
very rich man.
yes, and but I've not even seen the money. But people
Cash.
have started advising me more than
Yeah.
the money that I'm supposed to collect. If I was collecting 200,000, they've advised me advice of 205,000.
Can you tell
Where
us
would
one?
you-
Can you tell us one of the advice?
Hey, please, when you collect that money, do this business. Invest. I said, let me
Guys,
even
I
collect
need
it.
to apply your feature.
Yes.
They're helping to plan your
Let me even collect the money first before you start.
When you know what to do.
What to do. And I told them first and foremost, when I collect that money, I just learned something today. Doctrine. Tithe payment.
Very
Oh,
important. Very
wow.
important.
Tithe payment.
Yeah.
I've not been paying tithe. I think this one because of the lectures today. Well, I call it
Wow.
lectures, but I learned a lot today.
No,
Wow,
you,
wow,
that's what I said. Like, it's a fun session, right?
Yes.
But with so much education, like so much insight.
I learned that ministry work you said, when you're going on ministry work, don't go like you're going for a jamboree. You go and meet a friend. You just
Yeah. Sleeping
those
that's what your
things,
friend. That's not
those
ministry
things,
work.
those things are not ministry work. And when you were saying it, I was outside listening, and I was reasoning. I said, God,
This
I've made
is
a
what
lot
I
of
used to
mistakes.
Having confessing your sins, that's forgiving you.
Amen and
And
amen.
you know one sweet thing about him, like he has not started making us laugh. He has not like put himself in that shoe of making us laugh, but we are already
Already
laughing.
laughing,
Like
right?
everywhere is
Yes,
already
do you
something.
know why? Because you're not paying for it. It's just free.
Oh.
And even you're paying for this laugh, by now you should be owing me like 86,450.
Wow, and just
Wow.
like if I ribbon you're paying for the life, I don't know how much you're owing God.
No, we are no.
Please don't take it that far. Don't take it that far.
We are all owing.
Okay.
Yeah, on that aspect, it's true.
No.
Okay, so
They are
MC
owing.
Equator, what do you have for us today? Just help us break the table.
Okay,
But don't
okay.
just
But
pieces,
please don't break this table. Like, just break it. Like, but don't break the table.
Like you all know, it's a new year. First and foremost, I want to start with my new year restitution.
Okay, sorry. Before you go forward talking about the new year, we had some sessions yesterday and last week asking us what was some of those one favorite thing that happened in 2022. What can you remember about it? What that you liked, that you really adore?
Wow.
I love the expression.
Wow,
It's a word
wow.
expression for me.
Okay, one thing I could adore
Yeah.
and remember
Yeah. And love.
and love, and I want it again over and over.
Yeah.
Is the fact
Best
that
moment in 2022.
wow, the fact that I went out to change dollars. Because that was actually my first time
Wow.
changing dollars. Like I went to.
Indeed, you are really a rich man.
Yeah,
Rich
I went to Bogobiri and changed dollars. That was my best moment.
Wow. I think
Yeah.
we have to
Money is very funny.
But that's the truth.
Yeah,
That's the
true.
truth. 2023, that's my best moment. I changed dollars.
2022.
I was holding foreign currency, so it's a good thing.
What currency did you change? Okay, dollar.
Dollar.
And dollar was like on the high price
Yes,
yet.
it
No,
last
when I
year.
changed my own, it was not high price.
It
I
was,
That's-
think
that's-
720 or thereabout, because I think there was a time I changed that same last year.
720. I mean, I changed that about 5 something.
that should be like early
July,
2020.
yes,
Yeah.
July.
Okay.
But it's still beautiful. Money is okay.
So-
Let's leave money.
This
So,
year,
this year resolutions.
this year, my New Year restitution. Sorry, my New Year reconciliation. Sorry,
Resolution.
my New Year resolution.
He knows
Is it
what he's
resolution?
He knows what he's doing.
That's the tip of the ice block.
Okay, it's blocked, right? No
Yes.
longer big. Oh, wow.
It's just the tip of the ice block. And you know one thing about this New Year resolution?
What's that?
When you say my New Year resolution is this, that thing only works first 2 weeks of January.
Right?
3rd week, you've gone back.
It's true.
To who you were.
Like me, like I have a friend. January 1, he said, "Oh, I'm going into vegetarianism." First week, 2nd week, day before yesterday, he called me. Please, you cook? I said, "What thing I cook no be vegetarian food?" He said, "Don't worry, they don't tie me neck for rope."
They don't tie me neck for rope, they don't tie me rope for them.
I'm sure it's the same thing now. They say
There's a
remove.
neck and there's a rope.
Yes,
As far as neck and rope did, yeah.
they say whole goat. They say leave goat, whole goat. You say they say whole goat, leave goat. It's the same thing.
Okay. Leave
So,
goat, whole goat.
uh,
Okay, leave goat,
Whole goat, and you now said they say is leave whole goat, leave goat. It's the same thing.
whatever that means.
Whatever that
That
means,
is the
anyway.
same thing. But actually, so about the New Year restitution, something. Sorry, resolution. Don't mind me. About the New Year resolution, something. Me, I don't have any New Year resolution.
Okay.
We'll continue from where we stopped.
A whole MC.
Right.
Yes, we'll continue from where we stopped.
Well,
But
maybe
I know
it's
this
better.
year for MC Equator is going to be a very good year.
Yeah, for
A
everybody.
very, very
Everybody.
good year. I've already started seeing it.
Okay, I have like some personal questions.
Okay.
I want to ask, what are those ground you're looking at breaking? Like, what are those things? I know your career is like in the spotlight at the moment. You just won an award last year. So what are those things that, I want to be at the AY show, I want to hold my own show in heaven, I don't know. What do you have? What are those plans?
For this year, MC Equator, the House of Equator, will be having 3 events.
Wow.
The first one will be in Port Harcourt. That's Comedy Foodie in Port Harcourt.
Wow.
The second one will be the Equation of Equator here in Calabar at the Kola Nut Center. We are taking it outside for this year. And the last one will be in Lagos. That's our package for this year. We're having 3 events.
The last one in Lagos we called what?
Comedy Foodie, Lagos Invention.
2.0. 2.1.
2.1.
That should be 3
3.0.
points. Yes, 3
We've
points.
done 2.0 already.
Done 2.0 already.
Wow, that's
So-
nice. So, that's another thing. Just remind me of another thing. Please, can you give us some insights of some of those groundbreaking things you have done? Because I know you had gone for lots of shows. Like you've talked to some politicians. You've been in a lot of setting. Can you give us one of those favorite setting and hit us with what cracked them?
One of my most favorite settings was the one I had this year.
This year already, like
yes,
2023.
this year, yes. I just came back from Bayelsa.
Wow.
I was in an event with the
My brother is reaching
Bayelsa
places.
State,
Right?
Bayelsa State Judiciary.
Wow.
Yes, and that is, since I started a career of comedy, this is my first big cash out as a comedian. I have to say it. I have to say it because it's the father that gave it to me, the contact and everything. When I got to the High Court, Bayelsa State High Court, you need to see how. And I told the father, I said, "Father, this celebrity life, I must continue.
Wait, I don't understand. You actually went to the High Court to crack jokes? Like
No,
when
they
are-
did the event at the High Court.
Okay.
Yes, at
He
the.
said events in the judiciary,
I
something.
I
I don't
was
know.
thinking maybe when the magistrate is actually passing.
No.
No,
He mentioned
no.
an event,
Yes.
judiciary event or something.
The Chief Justice, yes, CJ of Bayelsa State, Chief Justice of is it Borno State, and other people. I was so like, wow, God, see me talking in front of these people.
Wow.
I was happy.
What did you say? Please just tell us the feel.
Oh, I didn't really.
Well, I know you spoke to so many big people. I've seen you trying to give some very serious people money. I think during the dinner, was it?
Yeah.
This guy is a very funny
I'm the
person.
only comedian in the world that help big men. Yeah, you see,
help big men.
Yes, you assist them. You see some of these big men you see,
That
they
is-
have problem, but they will not
definitely.
tell you. It's just like you, like we, like me.
Yeah.
Let me use myself as example. I always tell a big man, sir, please, can you help me financially? Some of them, they need that help, but they don't know how to tell you.
It's true, you're right.
You understand? They are swallowing their pride. You know, they say pride kill.
Yeah.
And people will also tell you, swallow your pride. That means that person want to kill you.
Okay. Okay, that's where you swallow the pride. The pride will kill you.
Yes, but me, I don't swallow it.
So that you
I
can
chew
know.
it and I bring it out. So that I'll go back and tell you, please, this is my condition.
Wow.
So, I do help them. And when I help them, they'll be shocked.
So did you help some of those CJs?
Actually, do you know what the funny thing about those people? As I was cracking joke, they said, please, remember, this in the judiciary complex, please,
Mind your
Like
words.
while you were talking,
yes, please. I said, no.
whatever you say can be used against you.
Yes.
Oh my god.
When I was speaking about Nigerian police, I started like, oh, please put your hands together for Nigerian police. They are the best police in the world. They never knew what was coming.
And we had Nigerian police there.
Wow, they were all there now. I had is it not the ACP, Assistant Commissioner of Police, he was there too, and I was like telling him, ACP, this one you're just I know the IGO. Don't think I don't have backup. I have the IG's contact. That's anything comes out, I call on the IG, and IG is bigger than you.
Can you imagine?
So don't feel yourself.
Don't feel yourself. That's just it. See, I used to tell people, they say, to whom much is given,
Much is expected.
No, much is not expected. To whom much is given has run away with the much that was given to him. Now we are looking for him. It's just like you saying some have food but cannot eat. Please, where are they? Because I'm among those people that can eat but have no food.
Okay.
Stella.
Really?
Stella have a lot of food, but she
Please.
doesn't eat much.
She doesn't eat much. I'm among those people, please. So that's just it.
Oh, okay.
Not just Stella, even Peace.
Peace. Wow.
Very, like, these people are people that have so much food. The Father has blessed them so much.
Amen.
But just that they
I
don't
say amen.
always have
Amen,
that.
I claim it.
They don't eat much. Like, you remember when you were telling me, even on set yesterday,
Yes.
I don't really like food. I don't know. She said, I'm not saying it.
You don't really like food?
Yes.
That means you're full of the gospel.
Wow.
And today I'm putting on an ambassador for
Immortal
Words.
Immortal Words.
Immortal Words.
Oh, you're an ambassador.
Yes, I'm one of the ambassadors.
How many
Yes.
ambassadors do they have?
We have
I
two.
know of Ado King.
Yes,
And you.
Ado King, yes, and me.
Wow.
Yes. But my own is not too official.
Do you mean you made yourself an ambassador?
No, I didn't make myself ambassador. The coordinator
Called
just
you.
told me, said ambassador. But you know this ambassador, that's ambassador for mouth, no letter, no nothing. Me too, I'm just collecting it like that.
Okay, thank you.
Ambassador.
Because I think they're supposed to give you one, like, I know this is the Apollo.
Yeah, this is their
They're supposed to
t-shirt.
give you one t-shirt saying ambassador
Brand
somewhere.
ambassador.
A
Brand ambassador.
Or one
I
other
don't know if
special-
I'm the brand, but I know I'm ambassador.
Okay, we are really like gone ahead of time. So a roundup.
Okay.
So I want you to hit us where everyone will like it.
Okay, now let me just give us a particular, just crack our ribs using either the quotes I came with this morning, good parenting. I know you should have something
Yeah, you
about
should have a
your
lot of
good
things about
parenting.
that.
Imagine-
Okay, good parenting.
You.
Yeah, you know, those days, in my house, when you take something that is not given to you, they call it stealing. But we don't call it stealing. We say, we take them.
Okay.
When you take it without permission, you will be flogged.
Okay.
So I traveled for holiday. I went to my uncle's place. And I saw my uncle's child licking plenty sweets. I said, why you they lick plenty sweets? He said, in this house, when you lick one sweet that they did not give to you, they'll give you 20 sweets for you to lick. That is your punishment.
Okay.
So
I
I got
like
to
that punishment.
I got to the house. I was like, is that what they do here? He said, yes. And he was crying, licking sweets, crying. The punishment is too much for me. I said, So I came for holiday. I said, let me just test the punishment now.
So you went
So
and
on the 24th of December, you know, you're cooking, preparing for 25th, Christmas Day. So I entered the kitchen and I took one meat.
You didn't go for the sweet
So as I took one of the meat, it was a chicken, a full chicken. I took one. The man just came. He was like, no, don't do that. They don't do that here. I'm going to deal with you. I'm going to deal with you.
So you expect
Give him 20 chickens. As he said, give him 20 chickens. The wife gave me 15. I said, no, madam, complete my punishment. You have to complete my punishment. No, I tried. Complete my punishment. Yeah. He gave me 20 chickens. I ate. I said, wow, this thing is working. That's how we continue. One day, I went to his room where he kept $1 because he's into exchange. Kept $1. I took $1. So when I took the $1, he didn't see me. So I want to take it so that he will see me and call me a thief, so that he will punish me. I took the $1. He didn't see, I kept it back. So when I saw him coming, and I held it like, what are you doing? Why would you take that? Don't do that. Don't do that. I said, oh God, you punish me. He said, no, we can't punish you. We can't punish.
He said, you punish me. You started crying.
Because it's money.
Punish me, please. Punish me, please.
Okay.
So that's just it.
Okay.
But I have one thing to say to our viewers. Thank you. Please keep watching Morning Star Breakfast Show. Brother Oku Akpabio, Sister Unique Stella Tabot, Sister Peace. This is my first time with Sister Peace on set, and she's so happy to have me. she's happy to have me. Yeah, she's so happy to have me. And I still remain your #1 comedian, MC comedian, Equator.
An award-winning comedian, please don't forget to mention. We've really gone ahead of time, but we've covered so much. There's no more time for all of us to talk at the same time. We covered insights in doctrines. There was a beautiful motivational quote from Sister Stella, and this comic relief. This time you have now, this beautiful time you have now. We will be catching up with you again next week, although we have mixed tunes tomorrow.
Yes.
But this set of people will be again with you next week, Monday. So make sure you... What should I tell them?
Don't touch the dial. Oh, no. You have to touch the dial this time around. Okay, make sure you're always there. You're always glued to your TV screen, always there to patronize, always there to appreciate a little effort on your Morning Star Breakfast show. And the Father is always there to bless you, to replenish you. You're always there to uplift you, to elevate you, to do what again, whatever you need, just to believe to the Father.
And thank you so
Keep
much for staying tuned.
Star Cross Television. Very important.
Thank you also for staying tuned. All of you at the on our YouTube channel, thank you for staying tuned. This way we'll be drawing our curtain. We've done justice to almost everything, and remain blessed. So goodbye for now.
Bye.